bed and onto the floor for some yoga. So this is a share particularly like some sequences and ideas, things you can do when you're first going in the morning, and a nice way to start the day. The first thing we'll do is a little bit for the shoulders. Go gentle. This is a sort of a wall down dog for it. So legs are separated a little bit wider than the mat. Arms are separated. And leaning back, opening the shoulders as far as you can go. And the more you inflate the belly or the abdomen with deep belly breath here through the nose, the more you get the arch in the back. It's quite nice. Feels really good. Shoulders. See, it's very cold here, so my feet are on the floor. Yes, that's right. I'm digging into my sock drawer on camera. So we'll just grab a pair of socks. This is real world yoga. You have to be comfortable when you're starting off in the morning. It's very, very important you don't catch cold. And so I also have a hat. As you might have noticed, I'm bald or follically challenged. So that is very important as well to stay warm at all extremities. So now we're with our socks on, and let's go back for it here. So we're on the wall. We've done this one here for the shoulders. Now go into Sphinx. So that means elbows are in, making a rectangle. Thumbs are touching together if you like, or a little bit separated. And then just finding your position so you can get your head, hips, and heels in a line and pushing the heels back there. This should feel very nice. Once you're there, open the back as well. Again, lifting the head and raising the chin and the heart, getting a little bit more extension there in the calf. Again, this is a supported pose. It's quite comfortable. You can stay here for a while. Then you can come back up, just lining, again, the head, hips, and heels. And you can do a few steps here. Sort of a variation of walking the dog. Again, for the calves. Let's see, we're getting head to toe here. And now we'll come around and a forward bend. Now, first forward bend, we'll raise up high as we can. You can use the wall a little bit if you need to for support or balance. Ideally, just going down. So reaching up as high as you can, capture the elbows, letting yourself drop this all the way down. Remember, keep the legs locked straight. Don't bend the knees. The objective is not to get to the floor, but to get the opening in the backs of the legs. So let yourselves drop here. Couple more breaths. Just let gravity take you. Tuck the belly. Keep the feet together. Keep the legs locked. And now, next inhale. Carefully coming out of this. Bend the knees. Use the wall for a little support if you need to. And just raising up gently. Next thing to do here. We're going to be a little, you can do another forward bend like we just did, or go for something for the hips. So with this one, we'll use the wall just a little bit. Use it as sort of a support against us as we're going down for balance. First thing in the morning. So raising up here, lay against the wall, get comfortable, heel there on top of the quad, just almost below the waist. Raising up in the sky, air, the hand. Deep inhale here, and pushing a little bit against the back of the wall. Just drop your fingertips. If you need to, you can micro bend the knee here to get down there. It's not a problem. Just get the posture. Now you've used the walls with a little bit of support. You're on your fingertips. You've got activation of the hip there. With an exhale breath, just let yourself down a little bit further. Go deeper into the pose. You have the wall there for support if you need it for balance, but try to keep the leg just straight, perpendicular to the floor. And what not to do in our yoga video. Adjust the microphone while you're upside down. Anyway, bend in the knee, go back to the tips of the fingers. Use the wall for a little support if you need to. And just unlace that heel and coming back up with a deep inhale breath. And release. Place the microphone, hopefully a better location. And now we'll repeat. So again, if you're not doing the variation with the foot on the thigh, just do a normal forward bend like we did in the beginning. So reaching up again, deep inhale here. Go a little bit faster now. That's been explained. Raise the left foot, get the heel just there below the waist on top of the quad. Using the wall behind you if you need to. Get a little bit closer. That way it's there if you need it. And then just lowering yourself down. If you need to, you can bend the knee a little bit here. And the idea is to get the fingers all the way down to the floor. Exhale breath. Letting yourself fall forward. Keep that heel raised high. The knee that's bent, pushing down towards the floor, opening the hip. Deep belly breath here. If you feel a little bit more supple, you want to try going further, just bend the elbows and let the crown of the head go towards the floor there. And now coming out of this, just bend the knee, release the foot, and coming all the way back up. The easy and gentle version there. Now you've done a lot of forward bend, let's do something for a back bend. So we'll go here and try camel. So knees against the wall, hips against the wall, raising up to the sky. First getting into this, take the thumbs, place them behind the back, hands on the outside of the waist, leaning back, gently getting into it. Stay here for a moment. Chins raised, deep belly breath. Now, left arm out. We'll just do like half camel. It's early in the morning. So keep one hand on the heel, the other hand just there on the waist. You're getting a back bend. Or if you want to, raise that arm up to the sky. And now coming back. Place the thumb underneath. Other thumb, come forward just for a moment. Quick reset. And then coming back again. Keeping those thumbs, good pressure there. And your hips against the wall. Drop the right hand just there on the top of the heels. Raise left up and out. And stay here again for half camel on the other side. Or keep the thumb under the waist there. Either way is fine. You're still getting the back bend and the activation. And this is a good morning start, in my opinion. Now bring the thumb back. Raise the other one as well. Come forward. Sitting back on the heels now. Round that. And come around now for child's pose. So raising up to the sky, the hands. This one we'll do for the lower back. So place the hands behind your back. Keep the pressure in the weight of the hands there. It's really nice for the lower back. If you're not able to sit all the way on your heels, separate the knees. This also works the hips. And you want to get your head to the mat or use a brick. So I'll just show for demonstration the brick. Exhale breath. And the important thing is to have complete contact here with the mat in child's pose. It's a resting pose. You don't want your head kind of there in space. You want everything touching the mat or a block. And now lifting up, deep inhale. And now we'll do something here for the shoulders again. So same thing, but just time lacing the fingers together behind you. Tucking the shoulders back, lifting the head, deep inhale breath here. Through the nose, and then exhale. Letting yourself gently land on the brick with the forehead there. And now raising the hands up even further, opening the shoulders. Don't force or strain, but if you feel a little more supple and you want to go, do it with the exhale breath to get deeper. And exhale, release. And coming back up. Okay. So now we move on to the part where I go a little bit off piste, and it's not just wake up yoga, but a bit more peak pose. So first thing we'll do here is, I call it a wall split. Yes, that's right. Using the wall to get the hips in a slightly more aggressive form. If your level is a little bit more starting out in yoga, wait, I'll be back. I'm going to do another live stream in the shower. Basic moves to do when you get hot and wet. So check back in a minute. Anyway, here we are. We use the hands on the mat. Lift the left leg up behind us. You want to bring this foot out in front, lifting the toes. That way you can get more height on the back leg. Then dropping the heel down and the head. And just separating the two. You're not going to get a full split here probably, but the opening activation sensation is really, really nice. And you do get definitely the back of the thigh that's on the floor and the psoas of the leg that's on the wall. So stay here for another breath. Wall splits. Something for the morning. And now exhale, release, bending that knee that's on the floor. And we'll just do a quick reset there with a child's pose for the other side. Reaching up to the sky, arms all the way out, just normal child's pose, sat on the heels, head to the mat. And coming up now, inhale. Okay, that's split on the other side. So, again, hands out in front, raising that right foot this time, high as you can. Going onto the toes of the foot that's on the floor. Make your adjustment. Get that heel down to the mat. And so you're pushing. You want to keep the knee that's on the wall off the floor. Just using the top of the foot, really. That other foot that's on the floor, you should have the heel now lowered. Keep the arms as straight as possible. Protect the wrists. Keep the palms flat, flat, flat on the mat. Using some core strength here as well. It's also a good practice and warm up for handstands. Okay, so breath here. And bending the knee. Exhale, breath. And one more time, child's pose. So reaching up again. This time, like before, hands behind the back, capturing the wrist in the hand, using the weight right there. And exhale, breath. Hit all the way down. Stay here for a moment. And coming back up. Okay, so we got an opportunity here to do a few more things. Do one more standing, one more laying down. So this is one I call ballet dancer. Quite like it. So put your arm at 45 degrees. You'll see this in the shower as well. Very good to start the day. Capture your foot, keeps your hips forward. Don't canter to the side. Bring the knee up, drop the head at the same time. You'll feel opening right here in the back of the leg and atop across the quad of the foot or the leg that you're holding with your foot. Raising up as high as you can, lifting the head. Nice back bend and leg extension at the same time. Staying here for a breath. Or two. It's a nice posture once you have it. And then exhale, release. Other side. Again, arm at 45 degrees, forearm on there for maximum stability. Get your leg perpendicular to the floor, back one that's on the floor. And raising up again, a foot. Keep the hips in line, looking forward. Deep inhale here. And then exhale, lifting up some more. Keep the head raised and just focus on arching back. And exhale. Okay. So we've done a pretty good session here. Now, choice of inversions, perhaps, with the blood flowing, as long as you're in good physical condition and ready to go. We'll take off the knit hat, as it were. It's warmth now. So we'll go for one of my favorites, which is scorpion. So using the wall, fantastic because you have the feet positioned there and you can really progress with it and go deeper if you like. The other one is just a normal hand, forearm stand. First we'll do a forearm stand. So your thumbs are together, elbows are in, and just walking up on your toes, and then like just literally falling upwards. You have the wall there, so you don't have the preoccupation of going too far. And you can just stay here for a while. Now, if you want to do the scorpion, bring the hands back about a forearm distance from the wall so you can get your feet tucked in front of you. So thumbs are together, elbows are together, and just dropping onto the top of her head, crown of her head, going up all the way here. And you can use the wall as leverage. Lifting the head makes it quite easy. And then just bring the toes down as far as you like. So with the assist of the wall, scorpion is very accessible, or more accessible, shall I say. Have to have flexibility in the back for this one. And still a couple years away, I guess. We're getting the toes on top of the head, but that's the full scorpion. Just to mention. So keep the chin lifted, looking forward, relax the body, and here, deep belly breath. If you feel a little like you want to play with it, take the feet away from the wall, move them a little bit. That's always kind of fun. And safely come up with it. Keep one foot in the wall and the other under the tops of the toes. There we go. Definitely child's pose after this one. So sitting back on the heels, head to the mat. Let's stay here for another breath. And from here, we have to maintain the theme. So wall shavasana, or power shavasana, I like to call it. You sleep like this for 15 minutes, a siesta, feels like you've had a 2-hour nap. Quite effective. Now with this, you always want to make sure the mat's up a little bit there so you don't get the base of the spine cold. So raise it so it has a little bit of lip, and then just slide glutes directly to the wall, touching as it were, and feet straight up. Hands to the side, palms up, and just nice inversion while getting the benefits of Shavasana and resetting everything into the body. Getting the full benefits of today's practice. I encourage you to stay here as long as you can. Quite very, very beneficial pose, this one. And you're getting the benefits of an inversion and the rest of the Shavasana, or the resting benefit of Shavasana. Anyway, If you do need to finish now, follow along. Bend your knees. Take your two hands as a pillow. Roll over to your left. This will activate you. For the morning, it's better roll over to the left. Left hand side. Stay here for a moment. A couple breaths, recalibrating. And now using the two arms, coming up. Inhale. And just hand to the heart. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the Michael Sands Yoga and Adventure channel. And please note, I will be doing back-to-back this morning. So getting quite ambitious on a Sunday, but going to do some shower yoga. A few people recently asked me what to do first thing in the morning for yoga techniques, and this is another option. So please join me. Be back in a few minutes. Have a great day. Namaste.